Hi, my Sagittariuses. Welcome to your August monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. Thank you all so much for being here, for your support, for your kindness. I'm really grateful for you all, and I appreciate you all. My apologies for getting your August monthly reading late. We're here now, so again, I'm grateful. We are going to dive right in. I also wanted to mention, if your reading doesn't resonate, especially with your sun sign, be sure to take a look at any other placements, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or any other places in your chart that you feel intuitively guided to look for. We are going to take a look and see what the universe has in store for my Sagittarius. What messages and guidance do they want my Sagittarius to know for this time? Also note that my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this, there is something for you. Okay, we got full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. This is your polar sign, my Sagittarius. So some of you may be waiting for clarity, maybe waiting for illumination, for more knowledge, trying to understand something in a better light. Hold on, a card, I felt a card flip here. There we go. So many people I feel are waiting right now, and when we get into Virgo season, at the time of this taping, we are one day away from Virgo season. And so I feel like a lot of this entails introspection and going within, but also really listening and tapping into our not just logical mind, but I feel intuition as well. We have Virgo, you are good enough. And confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So clarity is coming, you all. This may have to do about your value, how you see yourself, especially in relationships. And relationships exist in every part of our life, and they're really prominent for our journeys because many of these people in our lives are teachers, and they mirror to us what we need to learn. In other words, they trigger us sometimes. And so know that you have value for being you. We're about to enter Virgo season, like I mentioned, and we're about to leave Leo season. So we had two that came out. So you may have Gemini, Virgo, Leo placements in your chart. This is about taking care of you, honoring your self-care, your wellness routines, revamping them, paying attention to the close details. Some of you may need to pay a little bit more close attention to your physical environment, your not just material, it's not just material physical wealth, but it's the environment in which you live and also your body, because Virgo does rule the health and wellness, detoxification, cleansing of the body, but also in connection to the practical spiritual side of us with our mind. So this may be the hardest thing to actually do, especially if you're still working on confidence, but try to maintain a positive outlook, a positive mindset, and a way of thinking, because that's going to help you navigate whatever situation you're in right now. Just with Gemini, I feel like this could concern relationships, any platonic or romantic, with others around you. There's some healing also going on. Some of you are healing issues of self-worth, love, abandonment, also not being people pleasers, not overextending yourself, and making sure that you delineate boundaries. Okay, we're going to continue on. See what other messages. What other messages does the universe have for my Sagittariuses? Okay, these cards are not shuffling this way, so we will go this way. What else is going on? I feel like some of you are at a crossroads or like dead ends, and it's almost like I give up, like a surrender type of energy. There's patience needed as well. There's another sign that got patience. That was Cancer. If you have prominent placements in your chart of Cancer, you may want to take a look at their reading, but there's a need here to kind of pull back a little bit. When you go within in Virgo season, because Virgo is the 9th month, that is the that is the month, excuse me, of culminations and endings. A lot of things are going to cycle out, especially as we enter the fall season in this northern hemisphere, spring in the southern. What messages does the universe have for my Sagittariuses, please? What message for... You guys, I'm having difficulty talking. What messages does the universe have for my Sagittariuses, please? Thank you. Any other final messages? And if you all should hear a beep, that's my toaster. Wow, I had the same experience with some of the water signs. Not a lot of messages wanting to come out. We got jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Some of you may be feeling a little bit anxious, uncertain. I'm almost getting a feeling of there's fear coming up because there's things that are changing and you feel it. And we see this as an eye, almost like an eye, like you're being watched, but it's also like, it's a constellation. This is Andromeda with the colors that I see here. And you're being asked to, it's almost like surrender and have a knowing faith that things are going to work out, because jumping in means taking a leap, taking a chance. Perhaps this is why we have the Leo energy here, because Leo, when we embody the positive traits of this sign, it's about going bold with passion, with your heart, in a courageous manner, being brave even when we may be scared. But something is holding you back, and I feel like it has to do with some self-limiting beliefs and some things that are coming up for healing. Something's about to change or will be changing. I see so many different colors here. There's a need for expression, for truth, communications coming in. We have the yellow here, which speaks to the solar plexus of your emotions, of your center of power. We also have a lot of pink, which is, again, speaking of healing, heart. Some purple too. Andromedan energies are 12th, I was going to say 12th century, 12th dimensional starseeds, beings, and they're rebellious. It's interesting because very Sagittarian-like almost with the Jupiter energy. They're a little bit rebellious than some of the other starseeds. They love their freedom. They're one of the groups that enjoys traveling between different dimensions, frequencies, and other star systems in this universe and in others. And so many people that have had incarnations find themselves in a similar, excuse me, they find themselves in a similar spirit when they get to Earth. Okay, what's going on? Some of you are about to move. You're about to change something really big. Move. I'm getting move or leave a situation that you've been a part of. It could be a work, but I'm getting a relationship. There's almost like a need to just go in and trust right now. What other messages does the universe have for my Sagittariuses, please? Okay, thank you. We have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. We also have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Look at this, a lot of rainbow energy here. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Okay, a lot of this I'm getting is really tapping into yourself, your intuition, your spiritual team perhaps, and connecting some of this energy that you're having. I'm just sensing some anxiety and some fear right now. A lot of things shifting through you all, and it's about finding a home within a home with the sanctuary card. In other words, it could literally mean changing up your physical environment and finding a way to make yourself feel more comforted, more soothed, more loved, whatever emotion you're trying to feel, to attain. But for me, this is more having to do with that quietness, that knowing inside, that connection to source, to the divine, to God. It's about reinitiating this line, this channel, because it's always there, and trusting yourself enough in order to cultivate this connection, and also strengthening this. Some of you may have not been, perhaps you haven't been taking time for yourself or for your spiritual practices right now. And some of you are very much operating in your mind. Gemini is ruled, so is Virgo. They're both ruled by Mercury, which is it's the ruler of the mental landscape, right, of communication. So it's very logical, very analytical. It's in the head. So some of you may be more in your head, having fears and doubts come up, things that you're healing and also releasing, instead of going into your body. And this could create some type of energetic block at this time, because there are changes coming for you all, a lot of blessings, but it's almost like they're disguised, they're blocked because of the emotions that you're feeling. And some of you need to clear your energy. Some of you, this means really paying attention, because Virgo, this is also too something Virgo does in this season that we're heading into. It's really taking account, really taking a look at where you put your energy, your time. Who is in your energetic bubble and sphere? Where is it going? Because something is leaking from your energetic sphere. You're giving time or space or energy or thoughts to something. And I feel like this is causing this worry. I'm getting like a cycle. You're going to find peace within yourself. And when you connect to source, to the divine, to God, to your spiritual team. We're going to grab some tarot and see what other messages we can get. Some of you are also getting crown chakra activation. Some of you may be so stuffed in the head. I'm feeling like blocked, stuffed, headaches perhaps. You may be experiencing just an insane amount of pressure, and potentially receiving a lot of downloads, or they're coming, messages, intuitive nudges, if you will. But when you cleanse your energy, sometimes we don't realize the strong impact, the strong connection energy has with our intuition and also with our physical body, because that's the vessel in which we are living in, right? In this earth world. So we do have to take care of it, and they are connected, because the mind, body, soul, or mind, body, spirit, they're very much connected. So whenever we're thinking of something, for example, and we become anxious and we go down a rabbit hole and it keeps going, that'll affect your physical body too in many ways. That type of worry can manifest in stomach aches, back aches, pain, exhaustion, whatever and however you feel it. And when we're in our head a lot, it takes that energy away from really connecting and just listening to the messages coming in for us. Rainbows also signify the connection between the spiritual and material world here. So there's a need here to actually refocus, almost like tapping more into your 12th house energy, tapping into spiritual practices, because this is what's going to help right now. Okay. What other messages and guidance does the universe want my Sagittarius to know, please, at this time? Oh, wait. There's a card here. Okey-dokes. The bottom of the deck, we have 9 of discs. This is earth energy, 9 of pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So some of you are definitely focused on building your stability at this time, whether that's physical or emotional or all. There's a sense of balance that's needed. Okay, the cards you got 4 of Swords, that's air energy, Virgo, excuse me, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Some of you may be dealing with a Virgo energy or have Virgo in your chart. Knight of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. We got the star card, Aquarius, and Justice, Libra. Two major arcana cards. With the Four of Swords, I feel like this is about finding inner peace, inner stability. Wow. Literally finding sanctuary within, taking a time out to breathe, to empty out your mental landscape, to de-stress, I was going to say de-anxiety, but to reduce the anxiety, to reduce any fears that you're having, any self-doubts, any self-limiting beliefs. And it's really about putting your energy in yourself at this time, especially in healing and also dreaming, because this is going to create the balance for you. Look at this. Some of you may be in the mode of healing at this time. And I'm getting that with some of the energies here. Some of you may need to withdraw, may take care of yourself. And this could be in different ways. It could be physical healing, emotional, spiritual, whatever the case is. And justice is really about, this is about balance, but also about learning the truth, because the first card we got was the answers you need are coming. Some of you may be questioning things that have come up, especially if it's healing. You may be remembering things, whether from childhood, from this incarnation, a past life, and you feel stuck. Some of you may be learning things about people. Again, with the Gemini energy, I got a lot of people relationships and energies around you, especially with the empaths. Redirect and reflect your energy. Some of you are needing to take decisions, to make a decision, but right now it's about taking some time to heal, to take care of yourself, and to find that balance, because that is going to bring the balance for you when you go within. Can we clarify the star card, please? We're going to clarify the star card. What are my Sagittarius's healing? Okay, we got 10 of Swords, air. That is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And so some of you have just completed a big cycle in your life. Huge cycle. And right now you are healing. Again, this could be the completion of any situation, but I'm getting relationships especially, or healing something. You just healed one or several karmic lessons that you've had to go through, because we do have a balancing out here. So things have come into balance in this situation. And it doesn't make it any easier, but there's a need here of walking away and heading towards the sun. Almost like the Knight of Wands energy with the healing. It's like you're walking away from things that are not good for you, that don't feel good, that don't value you, that don't make you feel appreciated, and you're going towards something else. This was a situation, perhaps there was some type of words, communication said to you. I keep getting truth, because Libra is about truth. So I feel like something is going to be rectified. You will gain balance. There will be something in your favor in this situation. Any other messages, please, for my Sagittariuses? Any other messages, please? Okay, we're gonna go one more. What other guidance messages, please, for my Sagittariuses? Okay. Okay. Let's take a look here. We got death, Scorpio energy. You guys have definitely been through a big cycle, a karmic cycle. Some type of huge lesson has just wrapped up. Got the star, justice, and death. 3 major arcana cards. And we got completion, a lot, 9s here too. We have Knight of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. 5 of Cups, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Eight of Cups, more water. Six of Cups, more water. Yep. This concerns some type of environment with people or a relationship that there was something that left you feeling hurt, feeling anxious, feeling disappointed. Things didn't go in the way that you wanted to. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups here, your cups are empty here. So you poured into a situation, overgave. It was one-sided, potentially toxic, even though we don't have any indications. But I do feel like something did not go in a way that you anticipated. And there was a lot of imbalance, I'm feeling, a lot of imbalance. And you left the situation. With the Death card, I feel like this was a change. Because look at this. We have here jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Some of you made the decision, and for others, this was almost like a tower energy where the change was imposed upon you. Whether someone left you, ghosted you, laid you off, there was some type of ending here. And this needed to happen for you to see things in a different way and to actually realize what it is that was happening. Some of you will, again, take it as it resonates. This could have happened, is currently happening, or will be happening. I feel like with the Knight of Swords, this was something that happened very fast. With the Death and the Knight of Swords, this situation changed really quickly. It's almost like it's sped up, it seemed, like a speeding up of time. So for some of you, it could have just been within a short amount of time, whether it was in the same day and in terms of hours, or in a few days, maybe a week. Something changed really quickly, and it left you just, look at this. It left you feeling completely distraught, anxious, whole sort of emotions. For some, grief-stricken, sad, disappointed. And you're taking your loss, though. With the Eight of Cups, it's not a sign of, it's not failure. It's not, I'm not getting that energy that you lost. For me, it's a victory, because many of you have, because we have a lot of mountains here. Here, we got the stone wall. We have some hills here with the Knight of Wands, but some of you traversed like really challenging situations, and you've learned something from this. There was something that you were meant to learn, and you are leaving that. You're like, no more. And with the Six of Cups, this speaks to reciprocity, give and take, but more importantly to yourself. And I feel like many of you are learning to give to yourself. Some of you may be healing codependency, people pleasing, over giving, and there's a need for boundaries here. Virgo is very much about boundaries, by the way, all sorts of boundaries. There's a need here to really pour into yourself right now, because the Six of Cups speaks to tending to your inner child. This is another form of healing, but also nurturing and taking care of yourself. You see how the plants are growing? It's because they are nurturing themselves and pouring into this cup. It's not like the Eight of Cups where you see them, they're empty. There is nothing. Some of you definitely overgave. This, I'm getting negative, toxic situations, people that took advantage of you. Can we get guidance, please, for my Sagittariuses? We got Temperance, your card at the bottom of this deck. This is also balance, spiritual. This was a spiritual lesson, divine intervention. A lot of balancing out. This had to have happened. It was part of your soul contract. You know, it sounds so shitty when we say that in the midst of grief. So it's something to just acknowledge, but it doesn't take away from your, whatever you're feeling. It's really important I say that. You have every right to feel how you feel at this time and to process that. Don't go over it or glaze over it or move past it quickly. Okay, we got the Sun for your advice. Six of Swords. The Sun is Leo energy. Six of Swords is air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. There we go. I was waiting for this card to come. The Wheel. Fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. Knight of Wands. You got this again. Look at this. You had Knight of Wands here earlier from a different deck. So more fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Beautiful. A lot of major arcana cards in your deck. This was a huge lesson. Huge life lesson. Happiness is coming to you. And we got 10 here, completion, stability, completion. Wow. Your advice is to see the good in the situation, to see the positives, and take everything that you've learned going forward, because there were major life lessons. If you can ask yourself, what did I learn? And you say nothing, be careful, because you don't want to repeat this shitty cycle again. There was something for you to learn here, and I feel like it had to do with your worth and your value, boundaries, not overgiving, learning to love yourself first, especially with the Six of Cups. Also with the Aquarius energy and the Libra. This was about, with the Six of Swords, it's about, again, taking what you've learned and moving forward with it. It's almost like don't cry over spilled milk, like that saying is. Don't dwell too long in that energy, because the experiences you went to, they're going to shape you and will shape you into the person you are. And without having had experienced those, you wouldn't be where you are, and you wouldn't have learned the lessons you needed to. And I really believe that we choose the lessons that we learn when we incarnate into this world. I also feel like with this new chapter, you're being guided towards additional blessings. Look at this. A lot of rainbow energy. Some of you work with rainbows, maybe Archangel Raziel, who works with rainbow magic and the spiritual divide between wisdom, knowledge, and the physical world. A lot of rainbow energy here. Major, major blessings coming to you all. This is like a graduation on your soul journey. You've just completed something huge. We got Leo again. Some of you could have been dealing with the Leo, and we have quite a few fire sign cards. This is about leaving things behind, not dwelling on them, looking towards the future, because that's where you're going to find the balance. Again, another card on change. The wheel is about change and success. Good things are coming in. This was destined, you all. This was a destined event, lesson, situations, experiences that was meant to happen. And things are turning into your favor now. Hence all these, the rainbow energy. Really, really beautiful energy. Some of you may be seeing more rainbows. Things are turning in your favor now. And with the Knight of Wands, it's about putting all that energy and passion onto you. This is almost a celebratory type of card, and taking action towards the direction of your dreams. Going confidently in the direction of your dreams. That is a quote by, oh my gosh, I think it's an English author. Is it Thoreau? There was a quote, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. That's exactly what I got right now with the confidence is your key to success and Knight of Wands. Everything that you've learned, it was meant to happen this way. Okay, let's continue on. Let's see what other messages the universe has for my Sagittariuses. What other messages? What else does the universe want my Sagittariuses to know at this time? What else does the universe want my Sagittarius to know? Thank you. Oh my goodness, look. Judgment. Remember at the bottom of the deck here, we had Temperance. Judgment is Libra. I also attribute it to Sag as well, but I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. There is a lot of learning to do here. Again, a lot of learning for you. Some of you have been dealing with just up and down, I'm getting. Almost like the mountains, up and down, a cyclical type of situation for a long time, and the cycle is coming to a close. A lot of tens here. We have Sun, the wheel, 10 of Swords, and it's balancing out. We're going to get the Dragon Tarot. See what messages, because dragons are beautiful creatures. I'm using this deck by Dragon Path Oracle by Caroline Mitchell. They really assist us with transformation, with balance, especially with truth. Dragons are about truth. I almost feel like they have a lot of Libra and Sag energy. Let's see what messages the dragons have for my Sages, please. What do they need to hear right now? Thank you. We have Delphin. I immediately heard speak your truth. Some of you are from this experience that you've had, because we have a lot of communication with Virgo, Gemini, a lot of blue here. This is about speaking, something about healing your throat chakra. Some of you maybe were not able to talk in this dynamic relationship or situation with people. Perhaps you were silenced. Maybe you were threatened. Your voice was diminished. It's almost like people may have taken your power away. In other words, you may have inadvertently given your power away to others, and it almost made you feel like you were lost. Definitely tied to worth here. There's a need here to stand in your light, in your truth, in your power, and to speak. So this may mean simply speaking as a way of healing. It could be singing. There's something about releasing this energy from your voice, or it could be through words, but the emotions are going to be tied there. And I'm getting this strongly with the Aquarius energy. This is going to be incredibly therapeutic and healing for you all. A release, singing, writing. Even if there are people or other parties involved that you're not able to say this to, just speaking it out, writing it, and releasing that energy is going to do so much, like, positive. It's going to be very positive for you. Let's take a look and see what the booklet says. They have really great messages that I want to share with you all. We got Delphin, and we have 30. It's interesting, 10, 10, 10. Some of you may be seeing 10s. Delphin is the etheric counterpart of the whales and dolphins. The whales are the Earth's record keepers, and the dolphins are our spiritual ancestors. They carry the blueprint of our spiritual existence here on Earth. The wise old dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depth of his being. Delphin has this to say about our journey in the oceans of our planet. The waters of Earth can cleanse or maim, support or take life. You, too, are faced with a similar choice. You can choose to heal and be healed, or swim in the riptides. Neither is wrong. It is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with arduous situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember, you are human, and as humans must, your race makes mistakes and on occasion poor decisions, but that is all part of learning. It is time to forgive yourself and others. Move on. Delphin tells us to look deep into our soul and asks, what is your purpose on Earth? What is it we must discover about ourselves? Are we healers, a spiritual guiding light for others to follow? Are we seekers of the truth through science? Are we called to work with him possibly as ecologists or even marine biologists? He is very useful to call upon when we feel stuck and unable to go with the flow. His presence acts as a reminder that we would do well to stop struggling and surrender to the ebb and flow of life, for that which we resist persists. Your task is to uncover your driving passion and to kickstart the job you came here to do. I feel like this is synchronistic. Oh my gosh, it talks about elements we discussed. Like we have here with the Andromedan energy, say yes to change. Some of you may be resisting right now and just fearful. It's okay. Do what you need to do to process what you're feeling and make that, when you're ready, make that decision, because this is where the impasse energy is. There's a stuckness. That's why there's a need to put that energy on you. Things are going to change, and as soon as you make that decision, I feel like it's going to move fast, especially with the wheel that we have. Although we have the fixed signs, so fixed signs are resistant to change, I should say. So some of you may have major placements. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius in your chart, especially with your Mars, or major placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Mercury, Venus. Let's take a look at what guidance the universe has for self-love, self-care. Super important to balance this in our healing journeys, especially right now. So much is going on. What messages of self-love? Ooh, thank you. Does the universe have for my Sagittariuses? Got 3. We got 38, which reduces to an 11. Offer grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with, even the wrong decisions. We receive grace after we've shown it to others. You see the scales here? A lot of balancing here, because I always find similarities between Libra and Sag, and Sagittarius is about truth with the Jupiter as your ruling planet. It's about finding the truth, but also learning from that and taking those lessons and expanding. We have 29, 11. Some of you may be seeing 11s. Forgive and release. When we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can keep our lessons learned without holding on to past hurts. And we have 33. Exercise gratitude. Everyone is a co-creator in this shared experience of life. Gratitude for all things overcomes our resistance to challenges and spurs our growth. There's a sense here of giving yourself grace and compassion, kindness, not judging yourself. The same with others. And this is going to take time depending on where you are in your healing journey and what the situation entailed. Eventually, forgiving and release is all about you, because it releases that energy and you are able to move on. This is the ultimate goal. Gratitude too, when that time comes, is going to allow you to shift your perspective and allow you to see this entire situation from a broader, higher viewpoint, perhaps spiritual, like we had here earlier. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source, because this was definitely a spiritual lesson. Let's close this reading with an animal spirit message. Okay. What guidance messages do our spirit animals want my Sagittarius to know? Wow, usually these come out super fast. I usually get several. What guidance and messages do our spirit animals want our Sagittarius to know? Okay. B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Well, this was part of your guidance too. The sun, and with all the rainbow energy, blessings are coming in abundance, however you define it. Healing is going to happen in connection with others and what you do. You may be seeing bees too. We're going to close this with a message or messages from the star seeds. What messages do they have for my Sagittariuses, please? Thank you. We got celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. You all, depending on where you are right now in this journey, some of you may or may not see this as a celebration, but you just learned a shitload, a huge ass karmic lesson or lessons. Huge, like I mentioned earlier, and the universe is about to bless you. You're going to start receiving things for everything that you've learned here. It's like a graduation. Channel. You are a channel through which healing energy reaches the world. As you continue to heal in your journey and you continue growing and developing and tapping into your passion, you are going to share this with others, especially the experiences that you went through. That's why it's important to stay connected to God, to source, and to the divine, and to look back on this situation and know that this made you stronger. It strengthened you. It helped you learn your worth and your value, which is probably the most important and priceless thing. Because I feel like for many of you, you are not going to experience or want to repeat the cycle again. And that means changing something. My Sagittariuses, I hope this reading has helped. If it resonated for anyone, please comment down below. I read all your comments. I truly appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. If this was helpful in any way, I would love it if you could support me and my channel and like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and hit the bell notification if you'd like to be notified of any future videos. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your month, and I will see you soon. Take care.